Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this, we will be discussing about the sales forecast feature of Dynamics 365 Sales. Sales forecasting is a powerful tool that helps sales teams predict revenue and track performance in real time. Sales forecast will give a structured visual way to understand how much revenue you are likely to achieve based on the records in Dynamics 365 Sales. Sales forecast is very much interactive, easy to customize, and help the sales team to stay aligned with their targets. Forecast can be built within the forecast configurations where we have multiple predefined templates available: organization chart forecast, product forecast, territory based forecast. Or if required, we can also create this forecast from scratch. With the help of sales forecast, managers can drill into their team's numbers, see the gaps in achieving the target, and then they will be able to compare the target with the actual performance of the sales team members. There are a lot of benefits available with this sales forecasting feature. It will provide a clear real-time view of expected revenue. It will help the sellers to prioritize deals based on the category and probability. It will also help the managers to track the performance and coach their teams. In this video description, I will also give the Microsoft documentation link of sales forecasting so that you can also go through it and understand it better. But in this video, I will try to create a new sales forecast from scratch, and I will use this six-step process within this forecast configuration. Let's go to the application and see how it works. Now I am in D365 Sales Hub application. To set up the forecast, we need to go to App Settings, and then we need to select Forecast Configuration here. Yes, this is the forecast configuration page. As we discussed in the previous slide, there are three predefined templates available. One is organization chart forecast, product forecast, and territory based forecast. So if you want to explore more on these predefined templates, you can go through Microsoft documentation that I will attach in the description. For this demo purpose, we will see how it works when we create this forecast from scratch. Here in this forecast configuration page, we need to specify the forecast name, and below that you will be able to see this six-step process that I mentioned earlier. So in the first general tab, we need to give the forecast name, and then we need to set some of the general properties. Here we need to set three values: roll-up entity, hierarchy entity, and how the hierarchy entity is related to roll-up. For this demo purpose, we will create forecast for opportunity table. So I will consider the roll-up entity as opportunity, and based on your business requirement, if you want to create this forecast for any other table like a lead or quote or order, you can create it accordingly. And once the roll up entity is selected, we need to select the hierarchy entity. Hierarchy entity tells like how the roll up entity values needs to be grouped. Here in this case, we will go with user based hierarchy, which means it will use the reporting manager hierarchy, and it will group the records based on the owner of opportunity. If I am the sales manager and if I am creating this forecast, then I will be able to see the group of records assigned to my team members who are all reporting to me. So here we have already set the hierarchy entity as user, and then in the roll up to hierarchy relationship, we need to tell the system how the hierarchy table and roll up entity are connected. So basically user table and opportunity table are connected via the owner field in opportunity. So we have already selected the owner here, and then I need to set the top of the hierarchy. So here in this case, I have logged in as my user Genome, and I want to be the manager, and I want to see the data of my team members who are all reporting to me. So I will set top of hierarchy as my name so that all the values are rolled up to my manager level. And once these general properties are done, then we can set up the scheduling. We have different scheduling formats available based on our requirement. We can select the required scheduling format. And then we need to specify the start date and the forecast period, whether you want the forecast period to be a monthly or quarterly or half yearly, that can be selected over here. And here in this case, I have selected the number of periods as 2, which means the start date is November 1, and if I give number of periods as 2, it will consider 2 months because I have set the forecast period as monthly. Then it will consider 2 months, that is November and December in this forecast. And once I set this period, and if I click on this add period button, immediately I will be seeing the preview over here. So it will give me the forecasting for 2 months, one for November and one for December. And once I am done with this particular step, I can click on next button and I can move to the permissions step. And within permissions, we need to tell the system who can access this forecast. If I give this hierarchy entity user as owner lookup field as user, which means whoever the user reporting to me will be able to view this sales forecast. I am a sales manager and there is one sales person reporting to me. If I give this value as user, then all the salesperson reporting to me will be able to open this forecast. And here we have some other values as well. Business unit created by, so based on our requirement, we can select the required option. But in case if I don't want to give permission to my team members, then I can just select none. But for now, I will go with user. In addition to this setup, we also have some other options like additional security roles and SHAP forecast. Additional security roles is something if you want to give privilege of this forecast with any other security role, which means whoever having the salesperson security role, if they want to see this dashboard or this forecast, then we can specify the security roles accordingly. And similarly, if you want to give this forecast access to everyone in your organization, then you can select all security roles can read this forecast. And similarly, here you can set different options for sharing the forecast. So if you are sharing with another person, whether the particular another person should only read this forecast or they should be able to read and adjust this forecast. So that is something you can do it from here. And then you need to click on next button, and then it will take you to the layout step. Here only you need to specify which column needs to be considered for roll up. So which column, in the sense, it will always use the roll up, sorry, it will always use the choice column or option set column. So in opportunity, we have this default forecast category choice column, which is the default one. But in case if you want to use opportunity status column, which is again a choice column in your forecast, you can select uh, opportunity status as a roll up column here. So now for this demo purpose, I will use opportunity status choice column. If you scroll down, you can see opportunity status. Here it has lost, open and own options. Once we select this and click on save, then you can see the preview over here in the right side. If you want to rearrange these columns, you can do it from this particular area. You can move up or move down, and then you need to tell the system how to roll up these values by clicking on this gear icon. If you click on gear icon, it will show you the column properties. From here, you can select the type of column. You have multiple options: roll up, calculated, simple, hierarchy related. For this demo purpose, we will go with roll up so that it will roll up all the revenue values from the particular record. Okay? But in the same way, if you want to give some custom calculation, you can use this calculated type, or if you want to just upload the values from your Excel, you can use this simple type. So in the attached link, you can go through the Microsoft documentation to understand more about different types of columns. And then we need to specify the data type. So for this purpose, I am going to use revenue. So I will use the currency type. And for open status, I will use estimated revenue and estimated close date. When I set the lost and won details, I will set actual revenue and actual close date. Once we are done with this, we can just click on save and close. Now you can see the warning icon has been removed from open status. Now similarly, we can set up the column properties for lost column as well. So as I said earlier, here we will set up the amount field as actual revenue and date as actual close date. And similarly, we will set the same process, same properties for own value as well. But here for own, I would also want to see the percentage. For open and lost, I don't have to see the percentage, but for own, I want to see the percentage against the target quota. So here I will enable this flag, show progress compared to quota. So immediately you can see this percentage in your preview. And once everything is done, you can go to the next step. And before that, we also have one more column here, prediction. If you need AI based prediction, you can enable this flag. Otherwise, you can disable also. For this demo purpose, I have enabled this prediction, which means system will tell you how much is the predicted revenue in the particular forecast period based on past records analysis. In the next step, that is drill down, already the records are grouped based on the owner field in opportunity. But if you want to have more drill down, then you can set up the drill down here. But for this demo purpose, I will not set up any drill down. I will go with the owner based or the user based grouping as well. And then when you come to next step, that is advanced, here you have multiple options to enable multi-currency selection or set Kanban view as a default, enable prediction factors. In the previous step, I talked about prediction field, right? But if you want to see the factors which affects the prediction, then you can enable this. Then system will tell you what are the factors considered to give this prediction. And for currency, if your organization is dealing with multiple regions and your salespersons are working from multiple countries and each one is dealing with different currency, then you can enable the multi-currency feature. And similarly, Kanban view also can be set as a default. I will show you where this Kanban view can be seen in the forecast view. And if you have any custom JavaScripts, you can upload it. But for now, I'm not uploading any JavaScript here. And then I'm moving to next step, which is the final one, where we need to activate this forecast. Once the forecast is activated, you will be getting an option to download the Excel template. Yeah, now the forecast is successfully activated. Once it is activated, this particular hyperlink will be enabled. Download simple data column template. So if you click on this, uh, Excel template will be downloaded, and if you open it, it will have all the list of users. In this case, Genon is the manager, and these four are the salesperson. So we will get all the details over here, and from here we need to enter the values for all the sales persons. I will give the target for November and December. And here in this case, Emmy, Eric, Veronica are direct salesperson, but Dan is like again a sub manager because one more person is also reporting to Dan. So that can be set in the parent tab. So for Genon, the manager, the overall manager also, I will again set the target. And then for the sub manager also, I will set the target. And once the target is set in this Excel sheet, so here target in the sense, the quota column. So in the forecast configuration steps, you have seen a quota column, right? Whatever the value we are giving in this Excel sheet will be feed into that quota column inside forecast. After entering all the values in the Excel, we can upload the Excel directly within this uh, the last sixth step of forecast configuration. And then once it is uploaded successfully, you can click on finish button. Now a new forecast is created, opportunity forecast YouTube demo, and it is active. And this particular forecast will give you the forecast from 1st of November till 31st of December. Now, once the configuration is done, we can go to the forecast view page. So that is in sales under performance. If you click on forecast, it will show you this new forecast that you have created. Here Genon is the manager, and for Genon I have set the target as $40,000. And here you can see the overall prediction, how many how much revenue is in open status opportunity, and uh, how much of revenue is in own status opportunity. Everything you can see from the top level, and for individual levels you can see the below lines. So for Dan, how much is the own percentage? For Veronica, how much is the percentage? For Amy, how much is the percent? Everything we can see from here. And the top right, you have this forecast period selection. Initially, it showed the November month, but if you want to see December month, you can change it to December. And when I click on my name, that is Geno, you'll be seeing the Kanban view as well. Here we have one opportunity in open status and one in own. And similarly, if I click on other records, I will be able to see the record details over here. Similarly, if you want to see a table view, you can, if you click on the show us table button here, it will show you the record details in table view. So based on your requirement, you can switch between table view and Kanban view. And you can also select multiple views. So if you want to go with the default opportunities forecast view, or if you want to select any other view of opportunity, you can select it from here. Once you select the view, the columns corresponding to that view will be displayed in this underlying record section. And directly from this grid, you will be able to make changes to your records as well. For example, currently this opportunity is in open status, but if you want to move it to own, you don't have to open your opportunity record. Instead, you can just drag this opportunity record from open to own. The opportunity record will be automatically sent to own status. And within few seconds, if you refresh this page, and if you refresh or recalculate the data in your forecast view, the data will be updated within this forecast. I hope now you understood how the forecasting works in Dynamics 365 sales. So we discussed about how to configure the forecast using the six-step process, and how to view the created forecast within Dynamics 365 sales. Thank you for watching.